different, and let's get started here. I think we do have various turn timers on. I'm not sure exactly how much time we have, but what it was supposed to be set to, ooh, some nice anomalies, is after the when there's only one person left on the turn, that person has 30 seconds. So I think we will settle right here, but definitely worth doing a bit of exploring first. There's a mineral-rich anomaly there. We'll turn on the yields for this part. And we could pop over to take a look at the neighboring region. Ooh, there's that golden tree. Wow. Is it worth moving for the golden tree, or that can be our first expansion? I don't see any other anomalies beside the golden tree. The forests will be nice. I think we'll leave that for our expansion because we can't reach there in one turn. This isn't a bad spot. Production, food, a bunch of science, some forests. I think we will settle in place, and we'll have the option of building burrows over towards the mineral rich. Although that is quite the long line. Yeah, let's settle in place here. And then we'll expand towards that golden tree. Although with 8 players on a 6-player map, it might be quite the rush to get over there. So let's start off with the Founder's Vault. Start food, research. Do I want parlay? How long is that going to take me? 1 turn. Okay, we'll go language square into Founder's Mill into seed storage. So pacifying the guy in our region. And then, oh, okay, so we're right beside this blue guy. So pacifying our region peacefully, so we don't have to rebuild the village, and then we'll go and rush to settle the golden tree area there. All right, so I don't know if we want to be scouting with just our hero here. I'm sure they'll attack us if they can take out our hero. Oh, there's some really nice anomalies grouped over here as well. We've got the stasis pillar and the exotics. So we're gonna have to group our army together, just because humans probably are less tolerant of scouting than the AI. Well, I don't know about probably. Might be less tolerant, so we don't want to risk our people getting picked off early. But I do want to get some intel on settling spots. So over by the golden tree and then over and expand towards the oasis. That would be nice. Yeah, our starting lands are really nice. The lack of rivers does make things a little trickier, but otherwise it does look quite nice. And we'll leave the yields on while we're still in the settling phase, just because this way we'll be more familiar with the really nice settle spots. So the golden tree, I think I was told, is extremely rare. Only 1 appears on the map each game. And I guess the biggest boost from that, well, the dust yield is considerable, but you've got the plus 20% approval there. So we might rush the settler either right after the Founder's Vault, or if not then after the Mill Foundry. But we'll keep on exploring around here. We haven't met the minor faction within our territory yet. Our population has just increased, and our people are a little slow to move. Okay, so here's the guy here. We'll go and parlay with the Delver camp. Parlay. We have to walk around, it's fine. And we may as well see, well, let's check out these runes. Search that, and we have also our main faction quest, which I believe something is involving checking out these runes. Let's see, what was that quest? Defender of the Week, so if we wanted to complete the quest for a group, we have to go and check that stuff out. But let's keep on moving. With me giving live commentary and this being my first multiplayer game, I think I will be one of the last players to finish each turn, although it hasn't been the case yet. Alright, so searching Mill Foundry. What does our science look like here? We do have a lot of good science yields, so let's try to take advantage of that. We could get the Geomic Labs online too, or let's get our extractors online. Getting that glass steel rolling early. Glass steel is preferred to titanium since it does give the initiative boost. And firing first is huge. Alright, so we are right beside the blue guys, although we haven't met them yet. But we do have some spaces that we can still expand to. Let's go and parlay here. We already obtained the quest. Okay, so the quest didn't pop up. Oh, we're right beside the necrophages. Well, I guess we can let them declare war on us, but we'll definitely have to be reticent that they could come and attack us very early, as I believe they're apt to do. Alright, so who is playing the necrophages here? Rook 1. Did he say he was a noob? No, that was just Jamala Zoo or something like that. Well, let's go grab a quest from these guys. Parlay. And we'll go and see what the quest was. Delvers. Glasssteel. These guys want Glasssteel to be pacified. So we could send a settler north. We'll have to bring our units together to escort the settler, because if I was the necrophage player, I would not hesitate to pick off any wandering settlers. So we'll definitely need to bring back at least one marine, and then we'll assign our hero to that army as well. Go and drop a city. Well, I do like the golden tree, and then we can expand towards that oasis. So I think we'll go right there. We'll also bring this guy his Glasssteel, but where? I don't. Okay, so I have a source of Glasssteel and a source of titanium, so that's good. I think I can risk sending my hero over here. I do want to see what else is in my region, but we'll also explore these ruins while we're down here. Nothing of interest. Okay, we'll swing on over that way. And yeah, let's group up. We'll get these guys together again. What's happening here? We've encountered the Broken Lords. New discovery. We still have stuff queued up. Let's grab the Empire Mint and the Geomic Labs. And if we are going to be pursuing some aggressive expansion, we'll definitely want the sewer system as well. Alright, so that's a turn. Up next, we are already at 4 pop. Let's go settler and production. That'll be done in 4 turns from now. Will it take me more than 4 turns to bring these marines back? This guy to get over, he should be able to get over here in 4 turns, so let's do that. Oh no, division left the game. Okay, so he's going to be played by AI unless someone replaces him or he comes back. Well, Division was still chatting before he disconnected, so I don't know. I do want to find out what the rest of my region holds. And there's the host asking if we should reload. And there's a boss. Faction village. Parlay there. What's the quest? Make sure there's no enemy in this region here, the boss region. Alright, so let's hope that we pass that quest without doing anything, but I do want to get back here to escort. I do have militia, which I don't know if that'll be enough to take on Forager. Maybe we need to reassign our hero right now. He could be trying to knock us over. Alright, fine. Assign, governor, select. So at least we'll have our hero there to provide some extra defense if need be, should the necrophages decide to do some early aggression. And we will bring the marine back to help with the escorting for the settler. Yeah, I'm not liking the look of this. Not one bit. I don't think there's anything I can do about that. If we do have an aggressive early neighbor, we might need to pick up the tier 1 armor or weapons or both. Generally, I would prefer to grab the tier 2 stuff, but if we do need to fight off the aggressive necrophage, then that'll have to be what we take. And we should also get our resource extractors online, especially the glass steel. So after the settler, we'll go for the glass steel extractor. Let's see, what level do I have that tech yet? Okay, so that I am teching right now. Next turn I can queue it up. And meanwhile, we've got these guys wandering around, making themselves at home in my home faction area, which is good. I want them to wander south so that we can expand to the north without any trouble. Well, I suppose we could turn the yields off for now, though settling right down here would be nice too. And settling over here, I do like clumps of anomalies. We've got the dust. This would be a really good dust producing city. Over here we've got good science and a mix of food. And to the north, that's just really good approval. If we do have any luxuries from quests, which we don't, we should definitely go and activate that before we settle a second city, because the cost of activating resources, be they strategic, since we are the Vaulters, or luxury, goes up by 5 with each city. Okay, waiting for turns. Looks like the turn's rolling over here. Alright, and we did take upgrades. Since we did play the Vaulters last, our plan is to get up to perfectly balanced, which gets us the range promotion on our army. So let's walk up that entire our archery class blue route. And there's the Empire Mint done. Let's queue up the glass steel extractor and then mill foundry. In fact, we do have enough to buy that out, but I think I'll need that for retrofitting units. Alright, so what is our quest for these guys? I think, did we already ask them for a quest? It was titanium, I believe. Let's see, bright future, public library in one of our cities, emeralds, pacification, glass steel for the Geldris. Yeah, so we need to bring them some glass steel. Our glass steel is coming on right now. I could buy that out. Yeah, let's get that a turn sooner, since it's for a quest and we want it for our holy resource and for our equipped units. And any tips? Gut for best city locations, never trust the clans, map is small, be prepared to defend yourself, unspent dust is dust wasted, and then Division left the game. I guess he had too much unspent dust. So that is partially true, like, dust in your bank account doesn't earn you any interest, so spending it or investing it is good, but it does mean that you lose some liquidity, which, if you need to rush by some defenses, is a bad thing. Alright, let's get these guys defending the settler. So, if you don't have a clear plan as to when you're going to get repayment on your investments of the dust, sometimes it does make sense to stockpile it. At least that's my thinking here. Alright, so mill foundry into seed storage, and I think we had a quest for a public library as well. But who would want us to have a public library? Let's see, Brighter Future, public library gives us the Empire Mint tech, which I already teched. Oh, actually, I could, if we're going to build a public library, then let's cancel that. Let's go and grab the sewer system and, sure, the Dawn Officer. He might be good for scouting. And people are scouting us. We should probably drop one of our Marines back in the capital. I am happy leaving, even more happy than I would be in a single player game, leaving my governor or my hero as a governor, because that gives me a little extra defense, lets her level up consistently, and of course, she does have, is it the science granting bonuses? Let's have a quick look at that. Yeah, science efficiency. So no benefit when I'm not working science, except for the 1% there, but still, she's getting experience, so that's good. Got an empire plan, let's get the science boost, apply that, and let's see, how far, can't get there in one turn. I do want to protect the settler, losing, wait, not there, cancel, alright, I actually did want to settle right here, so I could have settled this turn, but it doesn't look like that's going to be the end of us. Alright, so I do want to settle to the south, we got these guys. What was the quest for the Saratan? Rough men. No enemy for one turn. We're about to get that accidentally. Cornerstone of Diplomacy, Defender of the Week. I think it might have been Defender of the Week that was Saratan quest. And we need to go and eat up that rune site. Alright. So we'll settle our first city next turn, right by that awesome tree. We do not have any luxury resources that we could activate right now. We're slowly collecting the glass steel for the Geldris quest in the region we're about to settle. Yep. So everything is going according to plan. Let's mouse over score here. Dina is leading on score. We are somewhere around the middle. Actually, no, Prop Buddha is close. Close second. Okay, so no, cancel that order. Waiting for the turn to roll over. Who needs an order here? This guy does. Alright, let's go and colonize right there then. Kaboom! This guy's wandering around. We want in this city a mill foundry and siege storage. Growth in 2 will shift over to production after we grow to 2. But, yep, that looks just fine. And we may as well queue up a marine. I don't think there's anything else we want to build in this region. I don't see any resources there either. Alright, so these guys, what do we want to do here? I'm not liking the look of these guys wandering around. We do eventually want to meet that quest, so let's actually head over there first. Oh, and we got a whole bunch of glass steel, so we can fulfill this quest as well. That'll be really good. 2 extra workers in Sakin, the 2 pacified villages. Once we give them the glass steel, gifts being a cornerstone of diplomacy, or so that quest leads me to believe. Oh yeah, and we are on production. I am happy with that. About to finish the seed storage, and then we'll work on the public library. The public library will give us the Empire Mint tech, and then we'll go work on the Empire Mint. So I think that's going to be a nice chain of buildings for the capital. I think we're going to be safe against this little Strider thing. For now, maybe not against these ice wargs. At least there's the militia backing us up. Alright, ready to fight. Manual it. And they do have higher priority. They have speeds 4, but the forest will thankfully slow them down. I think standing like that gives our militia some chances to appear. Ready deployment. And yeah, they'll move forward and then we'll shoot. Alright, nice. The Ice Warg went around the long way there. So let's just get some more damage in. I would have liked it if these guys would focus fire down the most dangerous warg, but as it is, we're going to take some hits. Hopefully not enough to kill anyone. Oh, that was close. Oh no, did he just... No, I'm losing a marine. Losing units is so painful. Yeah, and I wish the militia would actually be useful. Alright, so they act first. There's no reason to run away. I don't think their damage dealt goes down as they get dealt damage. Did I seriously? Okay, he's still alive. We did defeat the ice wargs. It was pretty costly. Well, let's just go and complete that quest. Parlay, please. Alright, so at least those guys are now pacified, and we'll just hide out here until we're healed. A whole bunch of people, we're going to get the next pop next turn. Let's shift that over here. It looks like while the turn's waiting to turn over, it doesn't let me adjust stuff. Alright, that's fine. Next turn. And we can look at how we are. The city with the golden tree is happy, thanks to the approval bonus from that luxury. And while we're healing, we'll just go garrison there, mill foundry, and slower growth, but we do pop out the seed storage a little faster. Alright, I'm fine with that. And we should probably build some new units. We could go and activate our Holy Resource now. I don't think I need the boost just yet, though. Let's see. This would get us an extra 20 dust on each of our cities. We will activate that if we are about to settle another city. But in the meantime, I think we're going to go Empire Mint, maybe Geomic Labs, maybe a Marine, but I might slide the Empire Mint out in between that. One battle remaining, so someone else is fighting neutrals. A Juggulator 1. So this game was organized on the Amplitude Studios forums. Prop Buddha was the host and organizer. I know that at least 2 of the players have played a fair amount of the beta, so they definitely are more experienced than me, and they also have played multiplayer previously. This is my first multiplayer game, so I think we'll definitely have some challenging opponents. There was also at least one person who claimed to be a noob, but we do have 7 opponents, one of them already disconnected. And we've already met 3 of the human opponents. So we definitely have an interesting game ahead of us. I think I want to drop a city. So did I get that other quest? Let's quickly go and check that. Completed quests, Empire Mint, Pacification Glasssteel, and Pacification here. So Jalandis, which is, I think, this region right here, that village has already been pacified, so that's more incentive to go and settle somewhere over there. It is a little distant, but we do have the teleport ability, so we don't have to worry as much about packing everyone closer together. So I think what I'm going to do here, Geomic Labs is fine. Would I rather have the Empire Mint? Okay, we'll go Empire Mint, and then Marine, and then Settler, and we'll push out from there. Do I want to push a Settler from Sakin as well? I might well want to do that. And all of our cities do have all of our citizens on production. That's what I like to see. But as far as settling stuff nearby goes... Yeah, actually, so I kept on saying that I wanted to settle by the Exotic Exotics and the Stasis Pillars. That's already in my home region, so that's out of the question for now. Settling right on the Black Dust would be fine. We would also get the Earth Spine, and then we do want to settle in this region since we already fulfilled the pacification quest there. Now the Delvers, what did the Delvers want? What was the Delver quest? That was the Temple Ruins, was it? So we still have a hostile within this territory. What's happening here? We've reached a new tech era, which is great. We're working on the Dawn Officer now, which is totally fine. Okay, so I want the advanced armors, so we can go beat some people up. And yeah, we'll definitely prioritize that stuff. We'll do an early military push against the necrophages with that armor. So actually, let's see how we're doing on science. So first of all, what color are we? We are orange. We're doing well on overall score now. And research-wise, we are number 1. Awesome. So we could get the jump on someone tech-wise, which means I probably only have enough time to settle one more city, and the rest will acquire through conquest. We don't have enough dust to buy that out. I do want a Dawn Officer out. I'm going to go and equip him with a movement increase, and then we'll just go and do a whole bunch of scouting. We'll definitely scout out the necrophage first, hopefully not get killed, find all his cities, and then go and take his cities from him. Or her, I mean. There's no reason to assume that all of our opponents are male. Bunch of neutral armies running around. I really do need to pacify these ones. I wish I remembered what their quest was. I'm fairly certain we got a quest off of them. And I'm assuming... Okay, we don't have any failed quests. It's gotta be Defender of the Weak, then. Although, I could have sworn I got a quest from these guys as well. Which means we might not actually have a quest from the minor faction within our village. I turned the pop-ups for the quests off. I think maybe I'll turn those guys back on. And that's why I'm a little confused about what quests we have or don't have. So this region would be nice because we've already pacified that minor faction. This region would be nice because I already see some nice yields from the double anomaly there. So the first thing we're going to do, though, is complete this quest to see what region that's for, which means as soon as this guy pops out, I will go... Oh yeah, our Dawn Officer tech is done, so let's go and edit this guy. We'll go give him the improved movement accessory, apply that, and queue up a Dawn Officer. This guy will be our scout. And then after that, we'll queue up some Marines. Although a burrow would not be remiss either. That's definitely some nice tiles over there. Although slightly detracted by the fact that we don't get the third hex because it's in another region. Alright, we'll go Marine, Dawn Officer, Burrow Streets, and then a Marine after that. And by that time, we should have both of the... Okay, so it's winter now. We're still a positive desperate turn, which is good. The whole plan of sending our army out is going to be a little harder now. Plus, our Marines still not at full health. We'll hang back in our cities while it's winter. Another skill point we can have for heading over towards a perfectly balanced, so I'll just allow this tree, even though she is on governor duty right now. Winter. And we go. There were a lot of nice anomalies in our region. We've got a huge stuttering region here. So, since we won't be able to build burrows all the way out here, those anomalies will just be wasted. But I am happy with my starting anomalies. That's a lot of science off the geothermal. And looking at the score again, we are in second with the Weatherman and Prop Buddha, both players who are very experienced with the game, up ahead of us. Alright, hopefully this is a short winter. Winter ends anywhere from 3 to 13 turns from now. Over in the capital. Settler after. That's fine. We should probably get the titanium extractor online too. Even though we're not going to wholly resource it, doesn't hurt to have some titanium as an option. Okay, so it's settler time. We weren't close to popping a new citizen, so I'm fine building the settler right now. Especially since we don't grow during the winter, or at least our food is limited during the winter, so it makes sense that we can shut down our food growth. Unlike in Civ, I'm not sure if food contributes to settler production in this game. Alright, when our Dawn Officer finishes, he'll definitely be sent out scouting right away, winter or not. And let's go and look at the Dawn Officer profile right now. So with that accessory, only speed 4. I thought he was a cavalry unit. Yeah, he is cavalry. He does have the improved movement piece. I expect he'll have more movement than 4. But we'll soon see if making the custom scout unit is a good plan. Alright, well I'm going to be uploading this to YouTube, so this is where we'll end part 1, and I hope to see you in part 2. Hey guys, this is Primeval, and welcome back to part 2 of my first multiplayer game in Endless Legend. We are doing the Tuesday night fights, and my apologies to the guys watching live on the stream for what I expect will be repeated introductions. And someone's in a battle. Looks like it's a longer battle. Alright, so it's the next turn. We are working on a burrow here. That will get us a bunch of extra food, dust, and science, and during the summer a little more production. So I'm fine building that burrow out. We also have a bunch of happiness from the golden tree to offset the expansion unhappiness from that burrow. And we did finish the Dawn Officer, so let's get him out here. The Marine is almost healed to full strength. Alright, Dawn Officer. During the winter, moves 4, so during the summer, maybe he moves 8. That would be... oh no, we don't want to be beside the enemy neutrals. Ugh. Alright, note to self, do not use all of your movement at once, and we're about to start out here, so yeah, shifting over, stagnant, that's totally fine. Burrow streets, and then some more Marines. How's the attack coming along? We're going to be able to pump out tier 2 equipped Marines soon, and if I want more gold, the Imperial Highways are going to be helpful for that. And if I want to rush by stuff, having prisoners, slaves, and volunteers will be useful too. So I think that seems sensible for now. Alright, Lacrete, thanks for tuning into the stream, and thanks for the good luck. I think I will need it. We are still trailing behind score-wise here. In 3rd place. Oh, waiting for me. Yes, I am done my turn. Thank you, my ticking timer friend, for not letting me hold up the other players. Ah, summer just as our settler finishes, so we'll be able to race over to the new region here. These guys will go and form up, select all new army, and we'll go and assign our hero here, since she does have the agile mover skill. This will let us move on through the forests a little sooner, and oh, we have a fight. I think we're gonna have to retreat with the Dawn Officer there, which is really too bad. We lose half of our health from that, but first of all, let's make sure you're selecting the right people. Get away from that neutral army, do some searching, and use only some of our movement at a time. Some more runes to search here. 20 die. We could definitely use that booster oh no, another neutral army. Hopefully we'll heal up a little in between turns. And here, let's pop over to these runes, and then we'll go fight the army there. Meanwhile, once the settler pops out, we'll form him an army with that marine and walk him over towards this. And if we see something better in the neighboring region, we'll drop in the neighboring region. But while we're here, yeah, we do have stuff queued up, including Borough Streets. Let's go and grab the library or the Empire Mint. Let's grab the Empire Mint. We are getting 9 dust return off of that golden tree. Apply the Empire Plan for the science boost. And what is going on here? Does that mean... I'm not entirely sure what this means, but that... Are the necrophages sieging my city? We definitely... Okay, as soon as alchemical armor finishes, we'll go activate our holy resource and improve our military profiles. Okay, so while we walk around here, running away from those centaurs, let's parley with these guys. What do they want us to do? Make sure there's no enemy. I'm afraid there is an enemy, so that's going to be a quest we fail. Don't want to use all the movement up at once. Okay, so that's fine, and these guys have moved. Nothing interesting here. Let's get over here. And next turn we'll retrofit those guys before we start the fight, just in case that's a harder fight. Ah yes, thanks Sockdryer. So the reason we saw those flags is because the necrophages were fighting what was probably a neutral army in this region. Possibly in their own territory, or probably in their own territory, but not necessarily. Uh-oh. The host has left the game. Return to lobby. Alright. So some technical difficulties. We're still connected to everyone else except for the host. Alright, so hopefully things will work out.